Thank you everyone for joining today. We are here to talk about the new release from Sage Intacct for quarter three, and it is August 27th, rolling right into the holiday. I want to welcome you. I am your host for today, Stephanie Foreman, and I am the Sage Intacct Practice Manager here at Quisitive. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights from the Q3 release, and this is our agenda today. We're going to talk about company and admin, user interface, industry solutions. We'll take a quick walk through financials, accounts payable, accounts receivable, order entry, purchasing, platform services and extensions, as well as reporting and analytics. This is not fully encompassing everything that's in the new release, but based on our client base and the highlights and what's going on with Sage Intacct, these are the ones that kind of stood out to Quisitive, and we thought that we would touch on those today. So first up is going to be company and administration. The new feature here allows you to send emails directly from Sage Intacct with your domain. It also supports the use of subdomains, so you can use xyz.com versus invoices.xyz.com or billing.xyz.com. So it allows you to truncate that and have more configuration control in your email domain settings. So in the box below, you will see that you can add the domains here. And you'll see that the direct domains are now CFO, in this example, 21stcentury.cfo.com. And you'll see it's validated. So it creates the domain right here in the company and administration functionality application. Another handy dandy release option, you can apply user permissions and roles quicker. Apply roles for users in a one-step setup process, more seamless experience for users. So now you don't have to go outside and select a role and then add it to a user. If you are setting up the user, as you see in this example, you can toggle down and add the role right here. So this keeps you from clicking into another screen, creating the role. You can do that right here in your user setup. We'll now go into user interface. We've got a couple of enhancements here. You can create advanced filters to manage your list data more seamlessly. You can easily add and remove columns from a view. You can also have a split screen to see details while in your list view, and you can perform layered sorts when you're in the application. So here in this example, I'm in the AP screen, I'm in vendors. So now you've got these little Excel filters that we're used to seeing where you can sort different columns. I don't know about you, but this is very exciting to me. So now I can sort by vendor name. I can click on this little sort here. I can have layered sorts. So it's much like the Excel functionality, but now it's in your list views and it's in your applications. We've got some industry solutions to speak about. So key enhancement areas, Sage Intacct and the Canso connector, the EMR Connect, Sage Intacct Forms and Operational Workflows, Sage Intacct Ministry Intelligence, along with Sage Intacct Construction, if you are subscribed to it, Sage Intacct Construction Management, again, if you have a subscription to constructions, and Sage Field Operations. So we'll take a look at a couple of these highlights. In the US only, if you're using the Sage Intacct Canso connector, this is a comprehensive suite of solutions. They offer robust housing management solutions for public housing, native communities, and supportive housing. They integrate very well with Sage Intacct, provides a seamless connection experience with Sage Intacct for enhanced efficiency. And you can also simplify reporting by allowing users to submit receipts via email, and that integrates with Sage Intacct as well. As everything else in the world right now, they are AI powered receipt capture. So you're able to utilize AI to capture and pre populate your expense receipts, reducing your manual entry and then improving accuracy. So that is a great benefit, and it's one that's new on the horizon. So not a lot of people are using the Canso connector, but if you'd like more information on that, we can provide that for you. And again, this is US-based clients only at this time. The EMR connector. You can set up multiple email addresses to receive email notifications from Sage Intacct about your batch success or failure. You can choose whether to automatically summarize GL entries. Entries that include single-digit dates can now be processed, so you don't have to do 0801, you can do 8124. That's a new enhancement. Email notifications now warn you if general ledger is unbalanced. I don't know about you, but being a former accountant, that is a major, major enhancement, and we're so glad that they put that on the roadmap. Everyone's favorite, let's talk about financials. Cash management, fixed assets, contract, and revenue management all fall under the new realm of financials. So financials, as it relates to cash management, user restrictions are now being able to be placed across bank accounts. So what does this mean? You can enforce the location, the user location, and restrict on bank account reconciliation activity. That is new. Why is that important? Some bank information can be viewed at the top level, and who is able to control this? This is all regions. So again, enforcement of user location restrictions on bank account reconciliation activity. So now some bank information can be viewed at the top level, and this is across regions. So this gives you a little bit bigger view of it in a demo fashion. You can increase the control of your bank information and then also the restriction by user. The initial reconciliation screen account lookup is restricted now based upon user permissions. So you're able to go back in your user permissions in your role and set what permissions that certain people can have and then what restrictions. Your reconciliation history list is now limited based on those user restrictions. So for projects and clients that have very detailed restrictions surrounding bank accounts and bank reconciliation, this is a breath of fresh air for you. So now if you're in cash management, this is a configuration. You would need to enable user entity restrictions for bank accounts. And then you'll see the little flag. It tells you what account. This is your reconciliation history, and then your reconciliation here as well. So this is your reconciliation history, and then this is you doing a new reconciliation. But you have to make sure that you go into the cash management application, configuration, and then enable user entity restrictions for bank accounts. Financials as it relates to fixed assets. There are new standard reports for Sage Intacct Fixed Asset Management via the package library. Super excited about that one. The depreciation forecast report, a net book value, asset by employee, assets by location. You can easily install versus manually creating these from scratch. These can be added to a dashboard, they can be duplicated and also customized. Another enhancement for fixed assets, you can import up to 500 assets at a time. Assets will be imported offline, and will be validated once the file has been processed. You can add a number to ignore a row in the file, just like you would do any other import. Putting that hashtag in that file, in that column, says skip over this, import everything but this line. So you're able to use that here. And you'll see again your companies, your assets, and then your import screen. This one is new and exciting, a new dimension. You can create dimensions only for contracts. So if you're using the contract module, you can now have a contract dimension. So you'll see down here in revenue management, contract dimension. You'll see in your list of your dimensions, you're used to seeing location, department, item, task, warehouse, class. Now we've got another dimension that you're able to use if you are using the contracts module. Again, you would just enable it the same way you enable department, location, item, task, class. Come here in General Ledger, click Enable, and you're good to go. You can also use the contract dimension on financial reports. You're able to pull that dimension in. So now you can see if you've got CC annual subscription, these are your contracts. So this contract dimension is now added to your reports. That's new. That's very exciting. Navigate to subscriptions in revenue management and save to trigger this. Again, toggle into configurations, general ledger. This is your dimension list at the bottom. Make sure you enable contracts. Accounts payable. So in this enhancement for Q3, we're going to look at AP bill automation. Restricted users can void top-level payments. You can unapply credits in a posted payment. User restrictions enforced for payment approvals. Void a payment directly from a posted payment. And vendor payments for Amex are being retired. We'll take a look at these enhancements. So first up, AP bill automation. You can add on this feature to AP. It streamlines your data entry process. You can automatically create bills from uploaded or emailed bill documents. It uses data from the original document and the vendor information record. And AP population does not populate tax detail. So that's one thing that you will still have to do manually is your tax detail. You can unapply credits. You can unapply credits across the board. Advances, debit memos, vendor credits, negative bills, and then negative line items applied from one bill to another. So here in this example, we have a posted payment. We've got some credits that have been applied. If you would see the screen behind there, you see credits applied here. If I follow posted payments, you'll see now you have the unapply button. That was never there before. So you can unapply this credit. I can void this payment date. Again, that's normal standard functionality. But what's new is this unapply section here. And I can void a payment directly from the posted payment page. Say that fast. So here, posted payments, you'll see now I can void without going out, finding the payment, researching the payment. I can just in one screen void here. So it's saving us some clicks and some screens. Vendor payments for American Express has been retired, not officially, but as of December 31st, 2024, the following American Express payment services will no longer be available for Sage Intacct. That's your Sage Intacct Check Delivery Service, your American Express ACH payment service, and your American Express card payment services. So I implore anyone who's using the American Express payment cycles inside of Sage Intacct, please get with your AE and let them know that you need a consultant to check in with you because you need to explore new options because January 1st, this will no longer be there. And then you won't be able to process any of these services, check delivery, ACH, or card payment. So just have a little foresight. Make sure you get with your AE before the end of the year, and we can show you some other options. Now let's take a look at accounts receivable. With this new enhancement, you'll be able to customize the discount when you receive a payment. This feature allows to more easily handle challenges such as remittance, including a rounding error, a customer missed grace period, customer took a smaller or larger discount than the term allows, and multiple payments were sent for a single invoice. And this is only available to companies that are not subscribed to taxes. So if you're subscribed to taxes, these new features will not be available for you. We'll take a look at order entry, which goes along with our accounts receivable. In this new enhancement, you'll be able to trace original transaction documents, and you can review their version type in a recurring sales order. So I think I have an example of that. So order entry and purchasing, original source document. So this is my source document that tells me that this was a shipper. And then my originating source document ID over here, this came from a sales order, and now you can see that right in the record. You don't have to go out of the record, go to another screen, or kind of track down what that source document was. You can see those source documents and source IDs right inside of your transaction. You can also see the conversion type in a recurring sale. So your conversion type will now be a line item that's here. You see your item, your warehouse, conversion type. This is a new enhancement that was not showing before release 3. Let's take a look at purchasing. In purchasing, now we have automated transaction matching, which is very exciting. Again, we can trace the original source documentation same thing that happened in order entry, and you can view the conversion type on the recurring purchase orders. So you'll see trace original transaction document and view conversion type on recurring purchase orders. These two functions are available now in order entry and purchasing. So automated transaction mapping, and what does that look like here? So with the new power of AI, you've got an email or you have an upload. Using AI powered technology, the vendor and GL code dimension, those are matched. The PO is also available to be matched. And then the exception and the duplicate identification. If you've got any duplication in there, that will be noted as well. Then with the workflow, you will go into draft or vendor invoice. You can review it and correct it. And then any kind of customer feedback that you may have can go back into this section here. So if you're not using automated transaction mapping or you'd like to see a demo or how this works, please again get with your AE and we can set this up for you. Original source document as it relates to a purchase order. So again, you'll see the details down here. Your source document ID, this was a receiver. And then the originating document ID. This was a purchase order. So it followed from receiver to purchase order, and then you'll see your line numbers are the same, your source document, and then your originating document. So all of this information now is here in your transaction record. View the conversion type on a recurring purchase order, your item, your warehouse, your conversion type, your quantity, price, extended price, etc. So on this line item, the newest feature, conversion type, front and center. Now let's take a look at platform services and extensions. Platform services, customizations, and extensions. With this release, it includes advanced reporting in application packages, your interactive custom report writer, and interactive visual explorer reports in an application package. There's new fonts available for printed documents and Word templates. Sage Intacct Advanced CRM integration updates. You can sync accounts and contacts only once. Prevents the updates from syncing to Intacct button, mass sync, Salesforce process builder workflows, and Apex methods. So again, if you're using advanced CRM, this is applicable to you. If you are a creator and visual explorer and you like new fonts, you've got two new options that you have here. And then if you're subscribed to interactive custom report writer, you've got some new applications in your package. You'll have an improved task sync. Tasks are now automatically synced. This eliminates the need again to sync manually, streamlining your workflow process. It takes some of that manual labor out of it. Revenue recognition templates sync for contracts, which is a great thing. You can sync your RevRec templates directly to your contract. There's some improvements in the error log that are visually available. Sage Intacct also added the ability to add an error log related list to key objects such as an account or an opportunity, and support for Salesforce in your nonprofit cloud. All of these updates have taken place with Q3. Some other enhancements. You've got advanced CRM integration migration tools. These tools are specifically for implementers of the Sage Intacct Advanced CRM integration. They are intended for use when migrating data from the original CRM integration to the advanced CRM integration. You have a bulk update tool. The bulk update tool is available on the Intacct Mass Synchronization page for Salesforce. And with that, it allows you to filter specific object records based on your criteria, map field values for other fields within the same record or even related records, and you can update your filtered records with a mapped value. So all of these enhancements are going along with Salesforce. If we have any clients that are using Salesforce and need a demo of the new migration tools or the new advancements that you have, please again let your AE know and we'll get with Salesforce and also do a demo of that for you. Reporting and analytics. We talked about this briefly, the new interactive custom report writer and IVE reporting areas, new reports for assets, depreciation schedule detail, construction joint payee now in CRW. You have a joint payee name. You can have joint payee print fields. You also have a new IVE workflow walkthrough examples. You've got workflow number 4, which is projects and task performance. Workflow number 5, project sales order performance, and then a workflow number 6, where you're able to narrate and present. So here are the new enhancements for your ICRW report library. Look at all the new reports that are added. If you're working in the construction space, All of these reports are now added here. You do not have to create these manually. Updated construction reports. So some enhancement has been done to reports that have already been existing in the construction space, like your project cost overview, your project estimate versus actual cost, and your project estimate versus actual cost PJD. So all of these reports have had some enhancements and updates. New in your purchase order application, you have a new purchasing analysis and a new purchase receipt history. So if you're using and subscribe to purchase order, please check out the new reports that you have here. Order entry has some new reports as well. Item profitability, order analysis, order entry status, and then order shipment history. So again, if you're subscribing to order entry and using the order entry application, take a look at the new reports out there, run those, see if you like them, and then give us some feedback. This is your Quisitive ERP team. Again, I'm Stephanie Foreman, your practice director. You've got a great solution architect in Jeff Bonasek. Marion Hartka is one of our premier account customer managers, along with Michelle Chesser, who is top of the bar when it comes to customer management. We also have Angela Gillis, who can answer any and all of your questions. We would like to be your go-to partner for your complete cloud enablement, business application security, and AI. We are a full-service Sage Intacct partner. We do consulting, implementations, licensing, and then we have ongoing support packages. We're a global workforce for flexible delivery. We're remote in many locations. So depending on what time zone you're in, usually someone is available for you. We're your cloud solution expert. We have M365, Azure, D365, Sage Intacct, Board, and ePerform. World-class NPS score of 85. We're consistent with our delivery and of our data and the quality that we stand behind. Industry expertise and solutions to solve industry challenges. That's what we're here for. If you have a question or a challenge or a workflow issue, we are your go-to people. And then your business outcome focused. We're focused on your business, we're focused on success, and we want to make sure any enhancements that we bring to you make sense for your business. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Stephanie Foreman. If you have any questions or ever want to reach out, and you can ask it at askquisitive.com. You can reach me at sforeman@quisitive.com. And that's all that we had for today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Q Release is out and available. We're going into the last quarter of the year, so everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy the holiday. Labor Day is coming up. And if you have any questions, please reach out to any of our team members here at Quisitive. Thank you today for joining, and everybody have a great day.